In the annals of art history, few tales are as chilling as the legend of the crying boy paintings. Born from the brush of Italian artist Giovanni Bragolin, these haunting portraits depict sorrowful children with tear-streaked faces, their eyes filled with an otherworldly sadness. But it wasn't the melancholy gaze of these young subjects that captured the public's imagination. No, it was the sinister reputation that soon began to surround these artworks, earning them the moniker of cursed paintings and sending shivers down the spines of all who encountered them. Bruno Amadio was born in 1911 in Italy. He is popularly known as Bragolin, and also known as Francesco, Angelo Bragolin, and Giovanni Bragolin. He was the creator of the group of paintings known as Crying Boys. The paintings feature a variety of tearful children looking morosely straight ahead. They are sometimes called gypsy boys, although there is nothing specifically linking them to the Romani people. He was an academically trained painter, working in post-war Venice as painter and restorer and producing the crying boy pictures for tourists. At least 65 such paintings were made under the name Bragolin, reproductions of which were sold worldwide. Giovanni was a struggling artist who sought to capture the innocence and vulnerability of childhood in his work. Little did he know that his creations would soon become the stuff of nightmares. Legend has it that Bragolin's inspiration for the Crying Boy series came from a chance encounter with a grieving child he encountered on the streets of his hometown Venice. Moved by the boy's sorrow, Bragolin vowed to immortalize his pain on canvas, giving birth to the first of many haunting portraits. As Bragolin's fame grew, so too did the demand for his Crying Boy paintings. They were mass-produced and distributed far and wide, and these artworks found their way into homes across Europe, adorning the walls of countless unsuspecting families. But it wasn't long before reports began to surface of strange and unexplained occurrences surrounding the Crying Boy paintings. There were stories emerging of house fires, blazes that left everything charred and destroyed. That's everything except the eerie portraits that hung on the walls, but now laid unscathed amidst the ashes. Firefighters, bewildered by the inexplicable phenomenon, began to take note of the pattern. Time and time again, they would encounter the same scene. A devastated home reduced to rubble, with the haunting visage of the crying boy staring back at them from the walls or untouched in piles of ashes. One of the firefighters digging through a room in a house, at a burned-down scene, saw the painting still hanging on the wall and just couldn't keep himself from secretly taking the copy of the crying boy for a souvenir. He was also very skeptical about curses and there being anything ominous about the painting. He was only focused on the idea that by now possessing the picture, after all that had recently taken place, he could possibly make money in an upcoming auction venue by selling to the highest bidder. But with that greed came devastation. Within the following week, the firefighter's home burned to the ground, with him losing family members and pets in the blaze. With all the tragedies that had already recently taken place, his discovery may have been a lesson he was learning a little too late. Now rumors began to swirl that anyone who owned a Crying Boy painting was doomed to suffer a similar fate, that the tears of the sorrowful child held within them a curse of unimaginable power. Some believe Giovanni may have knowingly been painting portraits of children he knew to be possessed with demons. Others whispered of Giovanni Bragolin's possible dark or some kind of pact with supernatural forces in order to gain success, or that he had imbued his paintings with the essence of his own tortured soul, pointing to the artist's tragic past as the source of the curse, citing tales of misfortune, loss, and despair that plagued Bragolin throughout his life. Nevertheless, he is seen as a visionary and a creative artist. He died in 1981, still expressing sorrow for those who suffered along the way, but genuinely having no explanations for what took place in regards to his Crying Boy productions. He only felt that he was encasing the sorrows that some unfortunate children may feel when they are not receiving the love from family that every human being deserves. Whatever the truth may be, one thing was certain. The Crying Boy paintings held a power beyond comprehension, a power that defied rational explanation. To this day, the legend of the Crying Boy paintings endures, a cautionary tale of the dangers that may lurk within the realm of art and the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. Can a painting be cursed? Are there entities with nothing better to do than instill curses of misfortune in our earthly material objects? Is it a curse, or just bad luck? What do you think about it? As you gaze upon the tear-streaked faces of these so-called cursed portraits, remember, sometimes the most beautiful things may just be hiding the darkest secrets. I guess it just depends on who you ask. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.